We want to welcome back state epidemiologist Dr. Benjamin Chan. He's here to answer your COVID-19 related questions. Let's get right to them. Martin asks, why are we experiencing the highest rate of COVID-19 more than in 2020 when over half the population has gotten the shot?
Yeah, it's a great question, and I think there's a number of answers to this. The situation throughout the pandemic has constantly changed, and so what might have been an appropriate or an acceptable vaccination level earlier, when we're confronted with the more infectious Delta variant and now likely the more infectious Omicron variant, these strains of the virus are going to be more difficult to control and are going to require a higher level of vaccination. So when you take into account the new strains, the still too low level of vaccination, the likelihood that there is some decreasing immunity or protection over time after vaccination, and then 2 years into this pandemic, many people have just gotten fed up with needing to implement mitigation measures. And so it becomes more and more difficult to have people, for example, wear face masks indoors. The confluence of multiple factors like this are contributing to the rise in case rates.
And Dr. Chan, Tammy asks, what is the state's definition regarding unvaccinated? Is it not vaccinated at all? Is it only the first shot and never got the second? She says she received the J&J vaccine, which they say now is only good for 2 months.
Yeah, so people that received the single-dose J&J vaccine are still considered fully vaccinated, but it is recommended that people get a booster dose, and that booster dose after the single-dose J&J vaccine should occur at least 2 months after that dose, the first dose. I think what's more important here is just recognizing the fact that booster doses are going to become and are becoming increasingly important. So even somebody that may be considered fully vaccinated, somebody that may have gotten the single dose J&J vaccine or 2 doses of the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine, if they're 16 years of age or older, should seek out a booster dose to have the highest level of protection, particularly as the Omicron variant begins to emerge.
Dr. Chan, thank you so much for joining us. Great information. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.